Hi, I'm Shelby. Welcome to the Bees Knees podcast, and I'm here today to do a console wars episode. So I'm going to go around the table, introduce everyone, and what they are trying to defend. So next to me, I have Cohen. Say hi, Cohen.
Hello, everybody.
He is defending Xbox, and I have Mr. Zeigler, Z.
Hi, everybody.
He is defending PlayStation, and then we got Noah.
Yeah, what's happening, people?
He's defending PC, and then Jaymi is defending Nintendo.
Hello, party people.
Yes, that's such a good
Do you have
intro
their
for
friend
somebody
account?
who's.
All betting codes.
All right, okay.
All
It
right.
hasn't even started yet.
We should just leave.
So.
Wait, what chat feature do you have?
No, that's legal.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
So
okay. How much is PS Plus?
I don't pay for it.
All right. We'll get into this. I, at the end, will decide for myself which I would choose to try and make like a definitive winner.
I feel like there's
But
some
I
bias
will
there.
say I'm already a little bit biased towards Nintendo because
see what I'm
it's the
saying?
only
Like,
things I've ever
that should not
owned.
be our judge right there.
I mean, that means you have to
But I've
convince
also,
the judge. why
yes,
it's
but I've
better.
also never played anything else. So hey, you guys have a
But
chance.
the person wants to play other games, though.
Yes, exactly.
But you want
Yes.
I have 3 main categories, which I found were the most important for me. So we have prices for everything. That is the biggest thing. Prices
You're out,
for everything.
PC. PC, you're
Hey,
out.
good podcast,
You're out.
guys.
Noah just made a face.
I'm out.
Noah's just like,
so
I'm out.
hard
That
right
was
now.
my
Okay,
only
okay.
winning
You're up
feature.
All right, and then obviously
I'm gone too.
the games that are available.
Oh, never mind, y'all. I mean,
Games,
We're cooked
looking
after
at
prices.
exclusives and also the variety and
You're-
what all
You're
exists.
cooked.
yeah,
You're cooked.
Pointed at
Bye-bye.
Cohen.
Xbox is doing away with exclusivity.
Bye-bye.
Exclusives,
It's
faster than
us.
anything
It's
I swear.
us.
It's also
It's
that
us.
one, yeah.
Nah, Xbox be selling out their exclusives.
They don't have exclusive. It comes right to PC.
They sell
The day of.
Oh,
So there's no exclusivity
The day
for
of.
That's what I'm saying.
Xbox. So just
They
leave.
be
You ever
selling
heard
I
out
was
Gears of
gonna
War
say-
The
Only
only
for
thing you
Xbox?
have going
Nope.
for you is price point.
They sell
That's
them out
it.
to Steam,
Well,
bro.
And the Game Pass.
Games itself are pretty cool.
What do you mean, bro? If I hop on Halo
That's not
Reach right now, I
console
better be
war.
playing on
That's a
35.
subscription. Netflix has got that too, buddy. By the way.
Honestly,
All right.
Okay.
And then the third one is the console life and general experience of what it's like to play it.
No, what do you mean? No,
So
no,
like
I-
for how long everything lasts. Obviously this is kind of
Alright,
a
really
tough category because basically everyone I know who owns an Xbox or PlayStation
Everyone
or even a
dislikes
Wii,
Xbox because
like
they
they
started the
still work to
subscription-based
this day, but it's worth checking.
Yeah, but
out.
you can't buy
And then
anything
game
and they're not
experience
supported
for, like,
anymore.
Well, hold on now. Game
No,
experience.
no off mic.
Nah, still.
Hey
don't-
now,
don't
put
think
that
about
mic back
it.
down.
Xbox started subscription-based services for everything. Xbox will always be the pay to win. They will always be that subscription to play online.
All right.
Buddy, I just want to play with
So
the boys. so you
segue
make
into
me pay for
prices
it.
then. What
Yeah,
do
so
you
our prices.
what do
All
we
right,
think?
let's just start off with the cheapest. We already know Nintendo has the cheapest piece of garbage on the market.
How much?
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
but how
whoa,
much-
hey,
no,
hey,
no,
whoa,
stop.
whoa, whoa,
Let-
I mean, I will say the Switch price-wise does stack
Can
up
I-
to pretty
can I
much
defend
everything
my-
else, but that doesn't mean it's
Can I defend
Nintendo
better
a shot.
quality.
Just-
Nintendo
just-
get cooked.
All right, yes.
First off, Nintendo
Go on.
Switch at launch only $300, right? It's
Yeah.
very nice when the what?
So was the Xbox S.
Dang.
See, that's a piece of garbage though.
What?
Oh.
Compared to the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
All right,
Switch
hey,
at
hey,
launch-
the
yeah.
ROG Ally dropped also at that price,
And that's a
it
PC
puts
based
you
thing.
into PC.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
That-
it.
that
Then,
just
you know how much our online subscription is a year? It's not
$60
It's actually,
bucks.
no.
Not
That's
60.
only if you
For a
want
family.
That, yeah, I was gonna
For
say that's
family.
only if you want
And
a
singular
really
in the
nice.
past.
Guys.
$20.
So crazy.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
$20 for a year.
It's
But
fun.
wait.
So that
But-
includes the
Yeah.
NES.
But what games do you have to play online?
It's good.
No.
Splatoon, Smash.
Minecraft.
Oh wait,
Mario
how many
Kart
times do
8?
those servers crash?
The only
Okay, so they fixed that.
only-
They fixed
No,
that.
they didn't. No, they didn't.
fixed
The
that.
only
No,
thing
they
I see
still
people
not
play
fixed that.
Nintendo is Animal Crossing, buddy. I'll go on looking like,
Even
what you play on
Animal
Nintendo?
Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
I love it.
Even Animal Crossing, play with your friends.
There's that bias.
I love
Animal Crossing.
See?
But I
Animal
never
Crossing.
played it when I had my online account. I had my
I
online
did,
account for
and
a
I loved it.
singular
It was
month,
amazing.
and I only played Minecraft.
Animal
online.
Crossing with my friends is amazing. I love going to people's islands.
And that's
do all
one
that for only
great thing about it.
$20 a
It's
year.
Animal
Not
Crossing.
a month.
That's
Animal
it. That's the
Crossing.
only great thing about it is Animal Crossing.
Stop this madness.
I was gonna say, Xbox. What do you have to say for yourself? You've been kind of quiet.
All right,
over
we're
there.
gonna have.
I'm just letting them kind of go at it for a little bit.
How much was the Xbox? How much was the Xbox One at launch? Xbox One.
I don't have the
price.
Xbox
Okay, so we're
One.
doing
Actually.
$299 was at launch for that, and then $499 for the X.
Oh,
What's
really?
their newest one? I
Yes,
thought you had,
I
like, a
actually
newest
have
one,
that.
like a new. Like, what's your newest Xbox?
They're still $499.
Is it, what's the newest one?
That
Though? I thought they came out with
feels
some like really
excessive.
new one. Like
Oh
some
no,
XS.
there's another one coming out.
Okay, what's
It's not-
that?
Series X at launch was $499.
Yeah.
I know.
See, but I feel like it was worth it. Like, if you try to buy a PS5 at that time, you're cooked. You are not getting one for 3
Oh,
years.
you couldn't.
PS5
No, you
at
couldn't get
launch.
the X either. You couldn't get X. The only thing you get was
You
the
could
S.
get them a lot easier though.
say
Like
No,
the X,
you couldn't. Oh,
It
you
was still
could.
like 2 weeks after the hype dropped. You could still get them easily. like 3 years after the hype drop. Like it took a week for the hype I'll take it like a month for the hype drop of the PS5. I still couldn't get one because they stopped making them. I swear.
No, they made them. They're just selling out. They couldn't keep them in.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, I was one of those people trying to get one.
Dude, it took
all right,
so-
it took forever to get one.
How you gonna
now
find it
you
when
can
it's
find
so
them
hard?
everywhere though.
Yeah. Now
Now you can get all of
Average
them.
PC cost.
Which one are we talking
Basic
about?
office
Gaming
or-
PC.
Okay,
Right,
all right,
gaming
no,
Yes,
PC.
okay.
Don't
yeah,
even.
yeah.
You get a PC for like $100.
Stop.
No, what
The
this
average
is.
gaming PC will typically fall between $1,000 and $4,000.
But we, after recent innovations by technological people, the wrong ally.
I smell something.
$399.
Z has.
$399 versus
no,
$1,000.
No, stop. Z has placed one of the greatest options. The ROG Ally, which we have used many times for playing games and stuff, is a PC item that costs about $400 and runs the Nintendo Switch or whatever the heck you want to call it to the ground with a terrible
Whatever the heck you wanna
graphics,
call it.
terrible speed, terrible gameplay.
Stop
But
this
also,
madness.
you
Terrible
can play
gameplay.
Nintendo games on it.
You can play Nintendo
Nintendo
Yeah,
games.
but it's
on
it's
it.
a PC thing.
Yeah.
Like
That
it
don't
uses
count.
Windows.
That don't
It
count.
uses
Third party.
Windows.
That don't count.
It uses Windows.
We should have a handheld
It uses Windows
one
11.
instead of consoles because now you're breaking into that's a handheld war.
It's
not.
still
It's technically
related.
a Steam
It
Deck.
doesn't use Windows interface though,
It uses two interfaces. It uses the Steam Deck interface and Windows.
which is all PC related. So it's a PC item as it uses
Well,
Windows.
technically-
and Steam. You can't argue.
Is it a
anything
personal
else.
computer? I wouldn't call it I wouldn't call it.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
PC.
well,
It's
okay.
no, it's
Runs
labeled
it's an
as
accessory.
a handheld
PC
gaming
accessory.
device.
But it still runs Windows.
No, it's not an accessory. It's its own console.
Yeah, it is its own console,
Hand,
but
it should be held as a handheld gaming
But I can
console.
still do my office work on it if I really wanted to.
Yeah, you could dock
So
it and
it's
play
a-
it. But I can do that on my
Do your
PS5
office work
too.
on a Chromebook
Yeah.
too.
I got Office 365. I can run Office
Do it on my
365 on my
phone.
PS5.
Go
you
do
did
your-
not
call
even
my
hear what
phone.
Cohen just said. It was
You could do your office work on a Chromebook too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to, I
Yeah,
could do it on my
fuck
Switch.
I'm just saying. The Nintendo, whatever.
You can,
This
get to, you
thing,
can get to an online browser. I've done it before. You can get to an online browser.
You
I've done
can,
it
you
before.
can.
with
You can.
This hunk of junk, the Nintendo ain't doing nothing.
This hunk of junk? What are we talking about?
If you try to
This
run the
hunk of
Xbox,
junk?
you try to do anything else on the Xbox, you're cooked.
Yo, you're kind of real for that
the
one.
PS4 web browser.
You're kind of real
The
for that
PS4
one.
web browser is one of the worst things I've used.
I can
in my
plug
life.
up. I can do
But
keyboard and
it's
mouse on
one of the
PS5.
worst
Oh,
I've
so
used
now
my
you're
entire
using PC accessories. No. You gotta
Pretty
stick to
much.
your console.
All
You're
right.
not using PC accessories.
Well, hold on
No,
now.
PlayStation makes them.
They make keyboards and mouses.
Yeah, they make it
They
specifically
have.
for it.
They
yeah.
have. The thing is, they're still butt though.
Yo,
If we're
can
gonna
How much
okay.
Joy-Con stick do you? How much stick drift do you get?
Actually,
Hey, now
my-
that's we're not on that topic.
Yeah, no. He brought up stuff being junk. Stick
Actually, I
drift.
will
Hey,
say
now.
my Joy-Cons 0 stick drift.
How many
You're
times have you
lying.
replaced them?
As somebody who has
Yeah,
a Switch,
look at that face.
Yeah.
He immediately looked defeated because
Give us an
his new sticks don't drift yet.
all right.
Okay, I've gotten one
At
replacement.
at $80 a
One
No,
pair.
still, you gotta wait.
One replacement.
Yeah,
$80
I will
a pair?
say.
We have shut Xbox
That's
out
more
of
than
this
a
for some
controller.
time.
I will say there's
let's
some.
go. We got
Xbox
Xbox
we gotta
speak.
We
let
were just
Xbox
trashing
speak.
on Nintendo,
Y'all
so.
been, because Nintendo deserves the trash, obviously, but we'll
What is
let
this
Xbox
madness?
Give it a work.
All right.
I think for the price point, Xbox is a fantastic console.
They both had
All right,
such
buddy,
a
back that
physical
up with some
reaction.
proof really quick.
To the people at home,
I
we
don't.
both
I
we
dare
all
you to say
cringed a little bit
exclusivity.
there.
I dare you to say exclusivity.
No, I'm not gonna say.
I dare you to say Game Pass too. I
I
dare
mean, the
you.
only thing that's got going for
Which
it
is
over your console was for a
$9.99 a
time
month,
when it was the
according to my
Xbox against the
research.
PS4. The Xbox was a superior console for the longest
for the
time.
longest time.
The
Currently,
graphics were
But-
better. The frame rates, everything was superior for the longest time, except storage space, because getting extra storage on my Xbox
I
is
was
like
gonna
trying
say,
to
let's
find
talk about
a hidden
that.
gem in any
Storage?
video game.
Yeah,
I
because
swear.
Nintendo has.
It was like
not-
getting
Buying a hard drive, buying a hard
Much.
drive isn't
okay,
that bad, but you can
now that
only
is
get one.
true. However, comma,
However,
you
comma.
can get Nintendo micro SD cards that come with like
You can.
256 gigs for
I-
pretty cheap, surprisingly cheap.
But
So-
actually, they fail after like 6 months.
shut up.
Trust me, my kid has been upset because their Switch storage failed. Unless it is a SanDisk, it will fail.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
will actually fail unless it's a SanDisk because of some grouping they have
I'd rather
with them.
play a few extra dollars for a SanDisk than pay like 100 extra for like an extra like, terabyte on my PS5.
What?
The have you seen the
Where's he grabbing this from? Everybody got a. We
Yeah,
gotta figure
yeah,
out
we
where
all
he's
look at
grabbing
that.
this.
Sorry.
Buddy looking on the
PS4,
most
sorry.
expensive websites
yeah,
of all
yeah,
time.
but that's not this console. We're talking about PS5.
Okay,
Oh wait,
you're
you haven't
talking PS in
updated
general.
other than your screen.
I mean, you're talking PS in general.
Okay.
All right, back to
okay,
Xbox.
okay,
Let's-
okay.
let it-
Xbox.
I was gonna say,
Whoa,
yeah.
whoa,
Sit
whoa.
down. You have exclusivity. Wait till your turn.
Let's let Jaymi have time with the one thing
Yeah,
that Nintendo's
until we get
got.
there,
Give your prices.
just wait, okay?
Xbox prices. I'll argue my prices, but I mean,
I was gonna say,
Insanity.
do you think
Insanity.
that the
I'm
Game
being
Pass is worth
silenced.
it for how much it is?
Yeah, I would say
Oh, yeah.
it's definitely
talk
worth
about that
it.
Xbox a lot.
Let's talk about how your one console restricts your other console from ever existing.
Oh,
The
Which
Xbox
one?
Connect?
Like, no, Xbox S.
Oh.
You can't have anything on your X because your S is so bad that you can't have games come to it. You had to lock Starfield, your gem game, at like 60 frames per second, even on PC, because you didn't want
60
PC
frames?
to outshine how bad the S was.
We also
They
Starfield failed.
Yeah, they had to cut everything out just so it would work on the S. That's why you can't get Baldur's Gate, because the S can't handle it, and the manufacturers of Baldur's Gate said, yeah, we don't want our game to suck that bad.
Dang.
That's crazy.
That's like from them.
Crazy.
Give me some hope.
Madness.
The Xbox
Madness.
was good for its
A rebuttal,
time.
Xbox?
The Xbox
I was gonna say.
You just agree the S is bad, but let's talk about the X. Like, I'm okay if you want to say just let's ignore that the S exists because it's not a next-gen console.
Yeah, let's say that.
Okay, so
say that.
it's older it's like older technology than the Switch.
Really, that's hard to do.
Like
'Cause
the
I
Xbox
know
One-
these last gen
catching
tech.
strays.
Like the
Every
Xbox
conversation
One
is- At least not Nintendo.
S.
And I even started this
The
episode by
Xbox One S
saying
though
I'm a
is the
Nintendo
same as the
fan.
Xbox
give it. That's
Series
hard to do.
S.
You don't even
The
give it.
Xbox One S and the Xbox S are pretty much the same console. They're
What's
both
different?
One's called Next Gen. That's about it.
One is white.
The one is the old. No, the one is the old system that he said that was claimed to be superior than the PS4.
And it was.
Which at that time it
Clients.
was.
Okay, so
But-
points to them. They were.
But their new system,
lying. Even
at
they,
the highest
to
sales of
cut
any
the
console
price
at the
point to
time.
compete with Sony's all digital console, which is identical to their top line, other than it doesn't have a disc. Where Xbox says to cut the price because we don't know how to cut the price,
No, they
we
were-
just made it worse.
Well, no. The reason the reason Xbox failed so hard was because when the PS5 dropped, they didn't have an Xbox to compete with it at the time, and so they just rushed some absolute garbage out as fast as they could, and then they sold that. And that.
You want
just
to talk
dropped
about
Xbox
Chromebooks
games.
and all the crappy PC stuff that comes out all the time?
Buddy, what do you want about? We're talking about.
I was
All
going
right,
to
how
say,
many of you have
hold on.
Chromebooks here and want to whine
I'm
and
currently
complain about
using
how
one.
bad they are?
Jamie's
They're
currently
terrible.
using one.
They're the
And-
slowest
oh, wait,
thing in the
what are
world.
those?
You're taking
they're
the. That's like
PCs.
taking the PS1. Oh, the PS1
But no,
is so
they
bad.
have
It's a great
the-
console. Don't
Don't dock the PS1.
Don't dock the PS1.
Oh no,
What did you play on the PS1, buddy?
Toru, what are you talking about?
What'd you play?
Final,
on?
Final
Rapper?
Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Papa Rappa.
That's what else?
Crazy Taxi?
Yeah, you had
What you talking about?
Metal Gear Solid.
What
are you talking
It's crazy. Let's post a game.
Wait, what
What are you talking
competed
about?
with it? Nothing.
Ooh.
Oh. While we're on the
Even
while
PCs
we're
couldn't
on,
compete
while
with
we're
it
on the
at the time.
topic of like absolutely
The
destroying
PS1, yeah,
Noah,
because we had some
how much
options.
is
Commodore
your
64
own
had better.
personal PC?
That's a good question.
How much
How much
did
is
you
your
put
PC?
into your PC?
Ouch!
Yo.
Over
I was-
how many
my-
years too?
I was gonna give it over how
Over-
many years and like how nice your stuff is.
Over 3 years, my PC is about $3.5 grand.
Woo!
Insanity.
You see, I've been using my same Xbox for the past 4 years,
Same.
and it's running fine.
You see,
I
my
use
Xbox
my
is
since
locked
launch.
to 60 FPS.
Since
and
launch
it
in
looks like a
2017.
dumpster.
Yeah,
I've had to replace
I-
it once for
What-
$80.
Let's give that a fair thing because it's like, okay, how much did you buy it originally for?
1,500.
That's
Well,
insane.
Okay, so that but you upgraded it. Why? Just because you wanted more storage
Just
space?
because, no, honestly, because I wanted to run better. A 1660 Super is kind of
Okay,
getting outdated.
so you had 1660 Super, which is like the low end of like acceptable for gaming on PC.
Yeah.
Oh, there are lower. Game developers don't get mad. I know they make it to work on pretty much HTML,
The
but
550 RD.
but at the time that was like the accepted low for gaming to go with. So $1,500, I'm gonna say is about the average price point to go into a gaming PC.
I think
To
that's about
start
right
off.
because I was trying to get my own and that's about
So-
even with some like bad parts.
If we're gonna talk about the price point, we have 300, 500, 500, 1,500, right? So
Yeah.
Nintendo's at 300.
yeah, which makes sense because
Yeah, 500 because we're only going to compare the X
Yeah.
to the PS5 because comparing the S is you might as well put the mic down and walk away because it's not. And that's just being fair because the X and the S have some fair one to the other ratio. PC at $1,500. Think about your PC before you upgraded it though.
yeah, mine is started at 1,500.
So think about your
Okay.
PC before it is now and compare that to the starting. We're not looking at what you've grown to.
My starting thing is better than everything else here.
But we're going to start there, not to because otherwise you're saying okay, $3,000.
My current one has a 3060. It's got a Ryzen. I'm getting a Ryzen 9. I mean, I'm getting my 3060. I'm putting it in next week, which is an extra $600. So it's
for
gonna be about
people at home and also for me, what does that mean?
So honestly,
boy.
the numbers don't mean much. It just means the latest generation.
it's
Like
Okay.
it's
Like
you know
the
what Intel is?
Yeah.
The processor. It's
Yeah.
the competitor.
the lower the number, we'll put it
okay,
like this: the lower the number for any PC item, the worse it is. Like
Okay.
a
The
550
newer-
will never be as good as anything in the 3000s.
Yeah.
Unless they
3060
completely change over, like they do reset the numbers every now and then. They'll go.
It takes a while, but
takes
right
a
now
while,
we're at the
but-
3060. It'll go up to like 7,000 in the future, but that'll take years.
They're
and years
above
and years.
3060.
The 3090 is the highest right now you can buy, and it's not worth it by any means. It is a $1,200 GPU that does nothing.
I thought they did a 40.
The 3040?
I thought they did a
4,000?
Yeah, I thought they did 4,000.
And if they did, it ain't popular.
For those at home, me and Cohen just made direct eye contact and started shaking our heads because we have no idea what they're talking about right now.
All right, all
3060.
Wait, hold up, hang on.
I think
What?
we should move on to our next topic now.
Which is
Because we've now that we've hashed out our prices, we got our 300, 1500 or 500, sorry. 300.
They go all the way up to
Jaymi.
4090.
Oh, he's whipped his phone out to prove something.
So unaffordable.
Fact check.
Click on one. You should have just clicked
Oh,
on
they're ridiculously expensive.
But okay,
They're not.
but
That's
because
like
even-
doubling the price of this
$2,000 for like
computer.
10 FPS.
even if it's expensive,
I'm not running that.
You can run so much more on.
So let's talk about
PC,
exclusivity.
can't
Because
you?
price-wise, Nintendo wins
Like,
price.
is it worth it? Now I guess
Nintendo
is
won the
question.
price because it's the
Sure,
lowest price point.
for your
Yes.
trash dumpster
All right,
file.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
$400.
I will nod my hat. Yours is the cheapest on the market.
Absolutely, the
It
cheapest,
is,
yeah.
But
and it
the
runs
PS
and
Slim-
it runs cool stuff.
So let's talk. Mine comes close. PS5 Slim, same price.
What about
Is
the
it the
ROG
same
Ally
price?
though? But what
It's
about the ROG Ally
300.
though? You're not gonna throw my handheld device.
So-
Uh-oh.
Is it 299? Really?
Yeah.
What?
But he's not gonna throw
I'll give
my
you that.
handheld
Okay.
device.
So,
I haven't
well,
seen
no,
this
is
one.
it 299? It might be
I
399.
think it might. I feel like
399.
399 sounds closer because I know the PS5 is
It's 499. I don't know if they
normally.
like.
We'll just keep him at the cheapest. We don't
We'll
care.
keep him at the
He's
cheapest.
the cheapest.
So what
Nintendo.
games can you get for these
Everything.
cheap prices?
There is nothing I cannot play
You
after
can't
time.
legally.
legally.
Legally,
what can you play?
I own it all. I own games you'll never get to play. Like there's W
So
games.
do I.
Like what?
He's got every Mario game, buddy.
Every Mario game, every Zelda game,
Every-
every Metro game, every.
Kirby.
You can play Kirby
Pokemon.
on PC? What?
I'm helping you out with this one.
Which
No,
one?
there's-
On
nope.
certain places allow it now. Like if you get keys, you can get keys to play Zelda. They're legal. You can
Oh,
get keys to play Mario.
older Zelda games, yes, they do have
Yeah,
older.
Also,
but
after about
way
a year,
older
like Breath of
ones.
the Wild
Zelda
will be coming to PC
1.
eventually.
Eventually.
Every game you play like Mario, you can buy keys to play. Like,
But you can't
Eventually.
legally play any Mario game, actually.
I was
Legally
gonna,
no.
yeah.
No,
What?
legally
You
you
get the
can't
keys?
play.
We're talking about legally.
Legally
Even
playing
if
it
games.
don't matter. I can play it all, buddy.
Well,
Okay,
you can
well, by
emulate-
that knowledge, by that
knowledge,
logic,
but see,
I can
on that I can play-
illegally put something on my Wii U and play it. It's not
Yeah.
gonna, it's not gonna be great, but I can do it.
It's not
Actually-
even gonna work.
On PS5, I can emulate almost every game on Switch.
Exactly.
But that's
Really?
not quote unquote legal.
Okay,
Like
but-
you can
All
buy
right,
those
well, we'll
codes.
talk about
So let's talk about
legally because
legally
this is gonna
only.
be
Legally,
online.
everything but Nintendo. I mean, then we'll give it like
Yeah,
that.
Nintendo has Mario
That's it.
as
does.
like the Mario
Did you
franchise.
say that's it?
Mario,
Who just said that's it?
Me.
We've got
it.
Legend of Zelda, the whole Legend of any
the
Kirby
Pokemon
game,
games.
Smash
all the
Bros.
You can play
Pokemon
Pokemon on
games.
PC. That's actually
Who's
not
talking
exclusive.
about?
Pokemon is not exclusive.
Is Pokemon not exclusive?
No, you can play that on PC. You can get better Pokemons on PC. The modded Pokemon are like 100 times better than regular Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
Play
you
the
can actually
Sims
get,
on
Pokemon Infinite
PC.
Fusion is a
you can
trillion
play that
times
on
better than Pokemon.
console too.
Oh,
The
can
Sim-
you really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
some
I
of
just
them.
know the jokes of like girls getting like
You can get Pokemon.
NASA
any
level
Pokemon.
computers just to run Sims, and I think it's funny.
Googling,
Pikmin. What are we talking
Googling
about?
Nintendo
Really?
games?
Yes, because like
Ex-
look.
But
at
he's gonna
this.
bring up Dig
Look at
Dug.
this.
Like, who finds that?
I'll
I
be
will s-
honest. Part of
okay.
me was like, Yoshi's Island. Like,
If we are
Look at all
going
these
to argue
games
Yoshi's,
I don't even
exclusives,
know.
Yoshi's Kirby.
how many
All these games, I
exclusives
don't even know
are
they exist.
Game of the Year? Because I know
Game of
Tears
the
of the
Year
Kingdom was
is
nominated.
nominated
right?
this year.
But it's
not
gonna
gonna
get
win.
beat by Baldur's
By
Gate.
Baldur's
No, you know what's gonna
Which
beat
is
it?
It is,
a
it is.
PC
Lethal
and
Company is going to beat every
PlayStation
game just because of how popular it's became recently. It is number one
Yes.
currently
What is?
right now in
I
every
really wanna
category.
play
Lethal
it.
Company is number one in every category currently.
Yes.
It is the top voted
In
nominated
every
for
category?
every.
You know
Well,
what else got
that's so
nominated
much
for
respect
Game of the
'cause
Year?
one
But-
person.
Tears
And
of
it's,
the
and
Kingdom
it's
and
still
Mario won.
going. Like he's still, people
Mario
are excited for
Wonder.
updates and won't quit playing the game because of how
that
random
this
it can
year?
be.
Just
There's
this
random
year.
seeds and everything. It is considered
2022.
the number one game currently.
I think Elden Ring won for last year.
Elden
Elden Ring
Ring's
won
in this year.
And that's a
No, for
PC only
last
game.
year. Oh, last
no,
year.
it's
Last
on
year,
Xbox.
Elden Ring run. It's not on PC only.
It's on
on
Xbox.
everything but Nintendo actually.
Oh,
Oh
Okay,
wait,
okay,
oh, wait.
okay,
So
I'll
let's
admit that, I'll admit that.
so that
Kid
means
did get game of the year.
all right. How many? So let's talk about exclusivity. Let's talk about how exclusive your console is and how many games you
But-
don't have
I
access
also
to.
gonna think, is it worth
Yeah.
the
Like
exclusive?
that's the flip side of exclusivity. Yes, you have Mario titles, but you have nothing else.
But is it worth the exclusivity too? Like,
Here's
is
the
it
thing.
worth buying a Nintendo
Nintendo
Switch?
isn't trying to cater to every single person on the market. They know what their
That's
market
true.
is. They're not trying to say like, oh yeah, we can play Call of Duty, blah blah blah. What was that?
Animal Crossing.
They're catered.
An amazing game.
Half of their ads are straight Animal Crossing. I've never seen
But
a
it's
Nintendo
such a
ad where
big
they're,
seller.
where they're trying to sell Nintendo Switches.
It comes
Literally,
free
the
with
gameplay
console
is
now.
Animal
It
Crossing,
does.
and then they just zoom out to the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
That's all their ads are.
that's all
People
they
love
need
Animal Crossing.
sometimes.
Except
was
Mario.
my favorite-
When Mario, whatever.
when
It was
Mario
my game
comes
of
out,
2021
Mario
or
Wonder.
2020.
Mario Wonder did really,
When that
really
came out,
well.
then they did.
Nominate for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
And then for Game of the Year.
So
Tears of the
Nintendo's
Kingdom.
got 2.
We got 2
But
out
did
of
they
the
win?
4.
What-
They've got 2 that they don't share with anything else. That they do not share with anything else.
Mario.
So that's another.
Mario
I-
Enters
But
the
all
Kingdom.
the other games that are nominated for Game of the Year,
Mario
they
Enters
don't
the
have
Kingdom.
either.
Oh, okay.
That's true. That's
So-
true. What about Xbox? Since you've been real quiet over there, what you got?
That's 'cause
Well,
they have
we'll skip-
0.
We'll
Yeah.
skip over
what you got?
Xbox. Xbox
What's the
got
coolest exclusive
Nothing.
that you think you
They don't
have?
have-
Right,
I mean-
let them think.
Give him,
I mean-
give him a minute.
The most popular is probably Halo, but you can play it on the PC. So Xbox really doesn't have any exclusives.
But I
So
will
So are
say,
we- are we
in
just gonna
defense of
say that
Xbox, I
they've
will say
lost this
that is also
category?
kind of a good thing. Like as a consumer, it is.
True.
That's true.
I
That's
think
true, you can
Halo.
play
I mean, if
anything.
you don't drop like a band on
Wait, hold on, wait.
Halo, you
As
just
a
buy an
consumer,
Xbox.
I like that. I like being able to have the choice between Xbox or PC to play my games.
Dropping a band to play Halo.
But you would
or
have to
dropping
buy it on
500.
both. Buying it on Xbox doesn't let you play it on PC
No,
and
you gotta
vice
rebuy
versa.
it.
So
But at the
you
same
still have to
time,
buy it.
Games that are available on PC then come to Xbox. And I
No,
like
they
That's
don't.
fair. PlayStation?
No, PC.
No, it goes
PlayStation.
the other way. If it goes on Xbox day one, it goes
If
to.
it's made on PC, it stays on PC.
It stays on.
about 90% of the time.
There are
They do
so
not share.
the biggest library of games goes to PC,
By
hands
far.
down. There's not even
We have-
close
That's
to
true.
it.
What's
Even
your,
mobile
what's your,
games.
What's your exclusive? What's your your coolest exclusives?
Our coolest
in your
exclusives?
Opinion?
In my opinion, our coolest
Well,
exclusives.
maybe not in your
Honestly,
opinion, but
currently
just generally.
nowadays, it's just Lethal Company. That game has been the
But it's
biggest
like
thing of
you
all
think
time
like
currently.
CS:GO, League of
Company's
Legends,
definitely gonna
Valorant.
Oh, I didn't know that was
for a fact it was gonna
PS.
come
They're
It's gonna
PC
take a while,
exclusives.
though. A very long
Hey.
time.
They have a
Because
they have
it's
a
one guy.
laundry
It's
one
list
dude
of
programming
the
PC
game.
exclusives because PC
Once it
is
gets bought.
so much more exclusive.
Final Fantasy, I think, is PC exclusive.
No PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Is Final Fantasy right now?
PlayStation.
We had it first.
I know we get the newest ones first, and then they send them
Nintendo
to
have
you.
it first?
No.
Or is Final Fantasy programmed?
I could have
over you?
sworn Nintendo had Final Fantasy, and
Nope.
then it went to PlayStation.
Nope. Sony owned it.
Am I thinking of-
PS1 had Final Fantasy 1, 2,
You're
3.
right. I'd be thinking of
I try to
something
think of
else.
some-
They are
Best
sharing it
exclusive
now
stuff.
with PC because of the
Which
how many
Sony-
people are on it. Sony is catering to PC and ignoring Xbox.
Yeah, 'cause
They will share games with PC that will never make it
'Cause
to
they're
poor
haters.
Xbox.
There's
They're
just
haters.
Well, that's
so many-
because Xbox is like, oh, we got Game Pass.
Like, what do I play? Like,
We got the best
Alright.
exclusive
See,
drops
see,
with
Game
Game
Pass is
Pass.
great.
Cohen, let's
Game Pass is
defend. Do
great.
you at least have
See-
cool games on the Game
Yeah,
Pass?
the Game Pass.
What's the cool game?
What is on the Game Pass that is cool?
Hold up, hold
That's
up, hold
worth-
Red Dead?
up. Hold up.
Legends of
Legends not
Raymond
on
is
the
the
Game
only.
Oh,
good thing
it's
on
not on
the
the
Game
Game
Legend
Pass.
was.
Well, never
Legends of
mind.
Raymond is on the Game Pass.
It
It's on
was.
Sony's
No,
too.
it's also on their Game Pass store.
It's
so
also
like-
on Sony.
You have Celeste. I'll give you Celeste. That was a good game.
But that's also on
You're right.
every other console.
Yeah.
Oh, Z, what do you
But
got?
he was arguing
What do
with
you
Game
got for
Pass.
Skater.
PlayStation? What's your
Spider-Man,
Got it,
Wolverine, Ratchet and Clank,
Wolverine's
God
not
of
yet, doesn't
War.
count.
Insomniac Games, period.
Okay.
What have they made?
It's the Spider-Man games.
Spider-Man games,
Other
Ratchet
than
and
the Spider-Man
Clank.
games.
They make Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, everything. Why do you want me to do? Oh. No.
What about any other ones for
PlayStation or-
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
for
yeah.
PC. You only
PC.
you said one. You gave us one.
Well, they
But
have
you definitely
they have
more.
everything.
It's impossible to
Everything?
list all
Rust
the.
is the greatest.
No, it's on
It's,
Xbox.
yeah, Rust is definitely on Xbox.
Rust
And on
Xbox.
PC.
Nobody
PlayStation.
claims that game. Rust is not on Xbox. Yo, if you ever boot up Rust, you will never get the exact same experience on PC. You can't do half the thing. 90% of the updates on PC currently will never come to Xbox because how are you going to fly half the vehicles on Xbox? You can't.
They do.
Oh wait, because they have to make
No.
it that it works on the
They
S.
don't
so
even
it
have
won't-
a mini copter, and that was an original thing on Xbox.
Oh, and the reason they're not updating it for PlayStation is because they would have to update it for Xbox based on their agreement.
And they never
so
will.
PlayStation will never get an update for that game because of Xbox.
Rust is
Dang.
technically an exclusive
And you know
to
what?
PC because they will never get.
Nintendo. This isn't gonna. We're not gonna.
Nintendo's like, I'm gonna bow out of this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I'm trying to think
handicap
of
you
games
guys
I have on
on
my
that.
computer. Leaf Blower
sadly have
Simulator, obviously a
Leaf
top tier
Blower
game. You got Leaf
Power
Blower
Wash
Simulator?
Power Wash Simulator.
Simulator.
Hey, sadly, Power
You
Wash
have
Simulator
Leaf
just
Blower
gave the
Simulator?
consoles.
That game's like
And
the
I
best
think
thing
and
ever, I swear.
Switch. Power Wash
Works so
Simulator. I
much
think is on
time.
Switch as
It
well.
is on Switch. I know because
It
I
is on
wanted
Switch,
to
and
buy
I just got it. Honestly, I love that game.
All right.
Power Wash Simulator.
Power
I
Simulator.
haven't played that.
Great
So
game.
how are we feeling about like general like console life and experience? Because if we're gonna talk about console life, I feel like we
I
do need
think-
to address the
We'll
Joy
let
Cons
Xbox
that
go
exist
first.
Nintendo-
on Switch.
We should let Xbox
Period.
go first. They haven't
Okay.
gone at all.
Right.
So I have had my same Xbox One for
Xbox One. How old is it? Do you know?
That's at least 6, 7.
6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
been playing it for a long time. It's not the best anymore, obviously, because it's older, but it still
Yeah.
runs great. Like I can play, no issues really.
Can
Like
you play newer games on it still?
yeah, I can
Hey,
still pretty much
there's
play everything
Yeah.
that comes out. That's another good thing about Xbox. Everything that they bring out on their new console, it's not going to be just on the new console. They're going to bring it out for Xbox too. And like another thing about Xbox that you can't do with PlayStation is play the older games. Like you can play 360 games on your Xbox, so it has backwards compatibility, which
do.
is very nice.
Technically can play it on PlayStation, but you have to
hey.
pay like
You have to
$60.
You have to buy them, or you can just use your old
Backwards
360 games
compatibility
that
is
you've
big,
had.
especially like for people who really like the retro games or
Yeah.
like any games that are just older.
I
period.
will say, Nintendo's been the king of that
Have they?
forever.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's
you
not
should-
put
you
let's
should
put some
address that
respect
we-
on Virtual Console.
You should address that we've lost PS for
We
a
have
certain
lost
time.
PlayStation for a certain time.
PlayStation will be back at some
he's-
point.
But also, when it
stepped
comes
away
to backwards
for
compatibility,
a
they lost
second.
that the second you open your mouth. They
Well,
lost
I
that.
don't know. Backwards.
It didn't exist until the past year?
I will say,
with,
doesn't
PS Plus?
PC have some backwards compatibility?
Compatibility.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
it's not.
You
Yeah,
can just play
It's
any
not
game
even backwards
ever.
compatibility.
It's
If
just
I have one, you
compatibility,
just log into your
period.
Steam account and you can play it on anything you want. I do it on these school computers. I can just play
Do
anything I
you
want.
really?
Jesus.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Not the school computers, a special computer that is used specifically for games
The
that is in the
Chromebooks.
school.
is
The
what he's talking
Chromebooks.
about.
Okay, not to give anybody ideas, but the Chromebooks can do some pretty cool
They
things
can.
if you know what you're doing. Like if you've taken any
I don't
coding
know what I'm
classes
doing.
in your high school, people,
I have 6
make
billion
sure you look
tabs
into
open
that.
at
You
any
can do
given
some pretty
time.
cool stuff on the
Yeah.
Chromebooks.
But I will say, like when it comes to playing older games on newer systems, Nintendo has. I think we're on
Nintendo's
the.
not beating PC. I'm sorry. Let's run that back.
Not on
No
PC because
console.
that doesn't really. You don't have older systems. Is the thing. You just have.
Yeah, but we have one strict system, and that's the best part. I don't need to buy the newest. See, like, say you want to play your old game, but your old console's not going to run that game anymore because say they've like shut it down for their old console. Like Xbox does this. They shut down their games and then reopen it to a newer thing, like Arc. Arc for the Xbox is shut down. I think on the Xbox 360 in general, it's shut down in general. But normally they'll just move it to the newest version so people will go to it. They started shutting down Xbox 360 games so people will go to the Xbox One. They did it with PlayStation. I don't think they do it with Nintendo.
They didn't really do it with Nintendo. Well,
But-
thing is, Nintendo doesn't do the thing of releasing older games
Yeah.
on newer consoles. They just released sequels
So
or
it's-
something like that, which I can appreciate that a lot. I don't like
It's
for
nice
example,
being able to play older games, but I feel like if you're just like, you just kind of like keep it on Nintendo, like you still got to buy the newest console to play all your old games. With PC, you don't really got to worry about that. You can just like have a new PC or log into something and download your oldest game back it made in 2011. You can play ping pong on the PC. Like it's not a problem. With that, you still eventually have to buy a newer console.
This is
There's
true.
no
This is
like
true.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll make you go there. PC, you have to,
Yeah.
but you can play your old game
I feel
infinitely.
like Nintendo's also got that going for them because I don't know, Wii's still work.
I was gonna
just-
say.
do
That's
people
true.
make
I-
games for
I
Wii's
would-
anymore?
Yes.
Who
The
does?
last
Not
Wii game came out in
really.
2021, I want to say.
Really?
What
What
was
was
that?
it?
I believe it was a Just Dance game.
Obviously,
That
Just
makes
Dance
so much
is
sense.
popping, bro.
Yeah, I believe
if the Xbox Connect did not fail,
2022 was the last game
I-
for Wii. But think about that.
Nah,
Wii
yeah.
came out in 2006, and the last game for it came out in 2021.
we're on like gamer.
I will admit, I do still play my Wii.
I'm
All
still saying,
fire system. And we're talking
Wii
about
Sports?
experience here. We're
Wii
talking about
Sports?
experience here.
we're on like
There
gaming
is-
experience, right? Yo, if we ever bring up the Xbox Connect, you're cooked, buddy.
You're cooked. I'm sorry.
Nobody
But, like,
ever
Can
would
somebody
play.
explain to me what the
All
Okay,
right,
so no,
this-
I got it. The Xbox Connect, right? Xbox Connect was
Yo.
Xbox's way of trying to do motion controls, right? While the PlayStation had the PlayStation Move with the controllers, the Wii had the Wii. Xbox was like, you know what? We're gonna do something cool here. We're gonna do no controllers, just your hands and your body. And everyone was like, the trailers make it look so cool. You can do surfboarding, you're just moving,
Fire.
and then you do it, right?
And
It would be
doesn't
like,
work.
put your hand out to start. You put your hand out. It's not working. Put your
hand up
to
to
start. You're like,
Put your hand up.
I,
Start.
What's
I
going-
think
what's
when
going
it did
on?
work, when it
What's
did
going
work,
on?
it's on the right side of the screen. You're like, bum, hold it in the middle.
I remember I tried to play, God forbid, I tried to play a Star Wars game on Xbox Connect in back in 2011, right? It said you had to swing your hand to use the lightsaber. I said, bet. Swing my hand. Nothing. I died on that same. I'm still mad about
Xbox
this. I
Connect.
died on that same level repeatedly because it would not let me. It wouldn't let me move.
The
And my
Xbox
Xbox Connect was
Connect.
brand
Say-
new. I got it the day before. You're telling me you
I
can't
will
read my
say,
hand movements?
The Xbox
to
Connect
give Nintendo points, Nintendo did do something right with that.
We revolutionized
I-
motion controls.
Way
Yes.
ahead of its
We
time.
revolutionized
It
motion
was.
controls.
Not
Good
only was
job.
it ahead of its time when it came out, but also like even now, I played Skyward Sword on my Switch.
Is virtual
and
reality considered its own thing? Are we going to consider
I
that
think
a big
I'm
Let's
thing?
consider
not
that its
even
own
going
thing.
to touch
Because
virtual
thing is-
reality in
let's
this.
consider that its own
If we
thing.
do, because VR is originally was a PC add-on, like the original Oculus was made for PCs as
Okay.
an
Now,
accessory
to be
play.
to be fair,
I was gonna say-
Nintendo made the Virtual Boy back in 1995. So we had virtual reality
be fair,
before you.
to be fair.
Before you.
Was it as cool as the Oculus?
No, it was. But remember, we had it first.
Remember, you gotta watch your language, buddy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it was but. Nintendo,
Even if
right?
you, but
I was
here's the
gonna
thing.
say-
It
We're
doesn't
the
matter.
we're the innovators.
It doesn't matter
of
that you
gaming.
innovated it.
We're the
It
innovators of gaming.
implemented that well.
I think it deserves points. And even when
It's
I
not
was
experience,
playing,
though, right?
like I said, when I was playing Skyward Sword on my Switch, you had like the motion controls where you like swung for like
swung
swinging
and it
sword. And, like,
works.
not
And
only
it
did it work,
works.
but when it didn't work, it gave you the option to fix it. Like it showed you how to fix it.
You could play Skyward
very
Sword
easily
with your regular Wiimote if you
fix
wanted
it.
to. You could. Motion controls were optional. That is amazing.
Yeah, not only was it optional, but when you used it, it was really good, and it was like
Exactly.
immersive. It was
and
great.
Nintendo,
They
they
did
got
something with
complaints.
that.
Hold up, they got complaints. I'm sorry to cut you off. They got complaints about the Wii being like having like bad motion controls, right? So what did they do? They didn't just end the Wii. They made Wii Motion Plus and made it better, and it was amazing. You ever tried to play Wii Sports Resort with the Wii Motion Plus controller?
I like cooking
Best.
people.
I was gonna say Wii Sports is
I mean,
still
dunk
played.
and
Cohen was
basketball.
talking about how his
Wii was an
dad. He
amazing
literally
console.
played. Cohen literally played Wii golf the other day for like 4 hours.
And I'll be honest,
was.
the
And
Wii
it was
U,
And it was
great,
fun.
wasn't
we
It was
missed
great.
with the Wii U. I'll give you guys that. We missed with the Wii U back in 2013. But
Playing
then
at home?
Nintendo was like, okay,
No,
we
I was
missed
at
with
a
this
party. I was
console.
playing
We
Wii golf
failed.
with my friends, but-
We'll take 4 years off, make a new console. The Switch, in my opinion, and I mean this genuinely, Switch is one of the best consoles of all time. I love the Switch. Yes, I mean that. Don't look at me like that. Yes, I mean
No
that.
one gave a-
One of the best
no one
consoles of all
gave
time.
Jimmy a
I think
look.
It
Buddy's
took
actually insane, buddy.
everything,
I would buy
everything
an
about
Xbox.
the
I would buy
GameCube,
the
Wii,
Xbox
the Wii
S
U.
before I bought a
It took
Nintendo.
things from the N64 and made it good.
So,
Do you know
okay,
how hard that is?
okay.
Making
I
the
would-
N64 a good
I
console?
So
I
I
would
wanna
buy the
clarify
Xbox
your
S.
point then, because it's the best of the Nintendo consoles.
Not even, it's not the best in Nintendo. It's not the best in Nintendo. It's one of my
you're
favorites.
just
Okay,
saying
so that's
that's
an opinion.
generally.
No, buddy.
It's not the best
What are
in
you talking
Nintendo.
opinions? Okay, well, it's your job. You're doing Nintendo. It's not the
All
best
right,
console.
well,
I didn't say it was the best console. I said
You
one
just
of the
did.
best.
He said
One
it
of
was
the
the
best.
while we're
One
on
of
this
the
train,
best.
let's tally up our points
In that top
now.
10.
What about
So for
PlayStation?
prices,
PlayStation get a say in this.
PlayStation.
I can argue for
Well,
PlayStation.
all right, we'll all argue for
I will go.
PlayStation.
Okay,
Yeah,
real
but-
quick before we tally up our points, how do we feel about the controllers and how well they feel and
PlayStation
work? Because I know that's a
controllers
big
are
thing
the
between PlayStation and Xbox. Is some people prefer one over the other just because of the controllers.
PlayStation controls, I feel, will always be superior to Xbox controls. I played on both. I played on
No.
both.
I grew up on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3.
I grew up
and
on
You want
as
your
well.
thumbs looking like some
it is
weird
so much
green-
more comfortable.
is,
Buddy
it's
was
so
like,
much more
I grew up on
comfortable.
PlayStation,
My hands cramp up if
And I'll
I
be
play
honest, my
PlayStation
hands
'cause it's
naturally
Why?
go to the
Oh, it's
Xbox
clear.
position.
I don't-
Xbox just
no.
did it right. I don't know.
Xbox just feels better.
And I grew up on PlayStation as well. I've never owned an Xbox my entire life.
It's just-
and I will admit,
I
Xbox
don't
did
know.
it better.
I thought it was weird too when I first started playing
Out of the
Xbox,
two.
but it
Doing
feels
the
better.
Now let me say, the best controller period.
Bro says Nintendo.
The best controller,
putting off that
period.
set. He's taking off that set. He's leaving.
Best controller period. Nintendo Switch Pro controller.
I will say
Best
the-
controller period.
Look, my 10-year-old
It's like an
brother
Xbox
has
controller with
destroyed
everything.
Best
3
controller, period.
Joy-Cons.
Period.
Joy-Cons are awful.
or the
they
GameCube
are the
controller.
worst.
Either or.
I'm just
The
saying.
Joy-Con.
The,
Yes,
the
it's
Pro
talking
controller
like-
though, not only has he not broken it yet,
It is
but it works really
amazing.
well, and I've used it
If
myself.
we're
It
talking
has-
about
it.
like controllers as in any
It's
term,
intuitive,
a mouse and a
it's-
keyboard will be undefeated.
That's
Shut
fair.
up.
There is. I will
That's
say
true.
there. I'll
Okay.
give it to them. There's a lot of
Accuracy,
versatility.
speed, versatility, and how
Yeah.
fast you want the mouse to move. I can't make it go any faster
Mouse
or
and
slower on
keyboard
Nintendo
is
Switch.
a
an
nerd
Xbox or
controller.
PlayStation.
Actually, hey,
Cool
you
people
can.
use-
I can
you
change
can.
the Xbox
You can
activity
change
in
the
the
settings
Xbox.
in the game.
How fast? How fast can I make you go?
Not any different.
In the game. I
In
mean
the game?
overall. I can change my
Oh,
mouse
overall.
however fast I want it.
You're okay. That's
Part
Giving
fair.
the nerd
That's fair.
answer. Cool people use Xbox on PC. Let's be real. Let's be real. I've never seen someone who wasn't
What?
cool using Xbox controller on PC. Let's be real here.
Who
Let's be real
wasn't
here.
cool?
Yes.
I use an Xbox controller on PC. I play. Well, that's
Exactly. What am I saying?
Okay.
What are we arguing right now? What are we arguing right now, bro? What are we arguing right
The
now?
only reason I did
What
that
are we
was
arguing?
certain games were required, like Monster Hunter Rise, which came from your company, did not make a compatibility for PC controls.
Should have played on
So-
Nintendo. Just
No,
should've played on
heck
Nintendo.
no. I don't want that 60 FPS garbage in
Should've
my
played on
face,
Nintendo.
bro.
That's simple.
I want that on
It's
200
30
FPS. I want crisp details.
It's 30 FPS.
Oh,
Make it sound worse. I was trying to make it sound better, but okay, just make it sound worse. I want some crisp details when I'm
We didn't get that.
beating Bowser up in Mario, if I could ever do that. When I'm illegally playing certain games. I want the best graphics.
hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
When I'm speedrunning Nintendo 64, Super Mario Party, I'm cooking.
See, the issue is like not the issue. My thing is like if you're gonna play an old game, I'd rather play it with the old game's graphics. I don't want high end.
But that's the thing, though. That's the best part about PC. I can make it worse. Like I can just keep it.
See, that's insanity though. That's crazy.
choose to
Let me
make-
downgrade my
I've
PC
actually-
to
for
get
certain
an accurate.
games, like
How
horror
much would it
games,
cost to downgrade your PC?
unless I'd sell all my parts.
Let me
Make
downgrade
money.
that
Downgrade.
That's
downgrade
what I do.
to
So
get the original
if I play
experience.
horror games like Resident Evil, I can just go mess with my. You can go into internal settings for like your graphics card. I can just turn it down to the lowest settings, make it run on 60 FPS, 30 FPS,
You
make it
could.
some 15 FPS garbage. Everything's blocky, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm terrified because now some killer from Resident Evil is terrifying me because it looks like a blob.
Yeah,
is
because he
running
moves
at
at 2 frames.
I got more
One
time
second
to
he's
think.
gone, one second he's there, you're dead.
I'm cooked.
Okay.
Ugh.
Buswave too. Oh, you gotta go.
I drive.
You
I
drive?
gotta go.
You gotta go. All right.
I
Well,
don't.
I'll add up your points for you, Jaymi, because I'm like I said, a Nintendo fan. So I'll be here on behalf of Nintendo for the adding of the points. So we've
I
got
will say this one thing
price.
before I leave. Nintendo GameCube best system of all time.
Oh,
I can
Oh.
see that. I can see that. All right.
That's
see you
fair.
later.
bye, Jamie.
We
So,
lost PlayStation
prices.
and Nintendo,
We
but
do.
we got the best system of all time, PC and
And
Xbox.
Xbox.
PlayStation might be coming back to finish this up with us. We've
Where-
lost Nintendo, but PlayStation.
You guys have to go.
I don't- we
have
don't-
a faculty meeting we have to do.
You got a fact.
Okay, we'll add up our points real quick. So Nintendo wins for prices. They've got that point.
Enjoyability.
or
Enjoyability. I'm giving to PC.
PC gets the points. I'll get PC and PlayStation get the points for games.
Yeah.
And
They're pretty much.
Nintendo's got its exclusives, but a
just
PC
doesn't
can
outbe
run
how many.
basically anything, and I feel like that deserves points. And then general experience.
I'll still give it to PC. We can do something.
I do kind of want to give it to PC just because it has so much going. I'll give a singular point to Xbox for that because, like you said,
It's a pity point.
it is
If we're
it
looking
is
for-
kind of a
If
pity
we're looking
point.
for price range, though,
I'm so
I'd go
sorry,
with PlayStation.
Xbox.
If you're
You
trying to
kind of
It's
did get
okay.
cooked.
If you're trying to stay in a certain price range, though, just go to PlayStation.
Yeah.
Do not try to
for reasonable. So
feel like a modern income family. You know, just
I
get a
feel
PlayStation.
our
So-
tie.
Price per like experience, I would say PlayStation.
Price per experience?
No. Like
You're
if
giving
you
that to
if
PC.
you can't afford a PC,
Yeah.
Okay.
and you still
If you're
want
an
a
average
solid
for
person-
an experience? Like
If-
for an experience.
for an
then
experience,
yeah, PlayStation,
yeah.
not per
No,
experience.
Sorry, for an experience.
For an experience, then yeah, PlayStation, because
PlayStation
you get
is
a
just
lot.
a
Of,
great place. Hop on, play great exclusive games.
you get a lot of good experience on the thing. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you're trying to go further and you're saving up that money, get a PC because you can do everything
You could
everyone
go
else can.
from PlayStation to PlayStation to PC. Very easy
You can also hook up your PlayStation to your PC.
So
to
what
your
I'm-
Do
PC
weird
and
things.
stream your games that
That's
way.
all.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is I think we have a winner, and I think it might be PlayStation for your average gal, and that's
Average person.
for your average person and for your normal gamer. I feel like perhaps
Now, if
I
you're
wasn't
going
even
to-
here
may
for
be the
half.
winner.
If you're going to that, I try to help you. If you're going into that
That's all right.
competitive scene, people don't try and go competitive off of PlayStation. You're getting cooked. You are not making it anywhere.
I'll say PC will be the runner-up. PC will be the runner-up, and then
we'll take something
and then
else.
I'll give it
It's-
Nintendo.
It's just price.
I'll give it to Nintendo for all the fun exclusives and the cool stuff.
It's just
and then
price.
I'm sorry,
I mean, unless you're
Xbox,
including the
you
Rug
come in
Ally,
last
but you said you
place.
want to exclude that. If
I
we're-
would exclude that because that's
Alright.
not a PC. That's a handheld gaming. And there's
While
more
they're
in that
arguing
than
with
the
each other,
Steam Deck.
I've muted them. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys now maybe know what kind of console you want to choose for maybe the holiday season coming up. For all of you guys who are curious about that and like are thinking about maybe getting something. Bye.